Well, welcome to beautiful Gem Lake, tucked into the Lumpy Ridge area of Rocky Mountain National Park. Every week during the summer season, thousands of people make it up here to enjoy this incredible spot. But what few people know is that farther down the trail is one of Rocky's most hidden and surprising sites. So follow me as we head down the trail to a little known, little visited, and really impressive rock formation known as Balanced Rock. The hike to Balanced Rock begins at the Lumpy Ridge trailhead, just 2 miles north of Estes Park off of Devil's Gulch Road. Now from the Lumpy Ridge trailhead, it's a 1.7-mile hike, rather steep, up to Gem Lake. Now it's worth making that hard hike because there are a lot of gorgeous rock formations to see on the way up. Now I'm not going to cover the hike up to Gem Lake as I've already made another video about that. If you'd like to see that video, you can find the link in the description below. Now when you get there, most people are going to sit down and enjoy a picnic or scramble on the rocks and enjoy just being at the destination. But most people don't realize that there's a trail that continues onward. It's actually a little bit hidden. Just continue down the sandy part of the lake on the south side, and very soon you'll enter the vegetation. In just a second or two, you'll see on your left-hand side a sign pointing towards Balanced Rock and a horse tie-up, and from there the trail begins to descend. At that point, you'll lose the crowds and you'll begin to hear the birds singing and the wind in the trees. It really becomes quite delightful at that point if you're looking for a real experience of nature. In just a minute here, this trail is going to begin to descend quite steeply. Now, I recommend that you bring a pair of hiking poles with you and sturdy boots because there's a lot of loose sand and loose rock. It is easy to lose your footing, so be careful there. We're going to continue on this trail for 1 mile, and then we'll reach the intersection where we're going to turn left. This trail will descend, and then it will rise from time to time, wander around. And I find when I hike it, I often think, boy, I must have already hiked a mile. Well, I think that's because you're in the deep forest and there aren't a lot of viewpoints to help you gauge your distance. But because the turnoff is pretty obvious, just relax and enjoy being in the woods. You'll see the turnoff, you're not going to miss it, and enjoy the silence and the beauty and all the little creatures that inhabit this place. One of my favorite parts of this hike is this next section. It's really getting hot out here. Much better. Well, as you saw, we just made the left turn onto the Balanced Rock Trail. We're 1.1 miles from Gem Lake, and we have another 1.1 miles to go, so we're halfway in between. Now, I love this section of trail. It's open ponderosa forest with kinnikinnick covering the ground. It's always so vibrant green. I'll oftentimes come here just to sit and read or pray or think about a project. The only thing you can hear back here are the birds and the squirrels. I've been listening to a woodpecker up here. I think it's probably a northern flicker, and a lot of other birds passing through. But if you slow down and listen, this is a really special place. But we're going to continue on. In half a mile, the trail will descend quite steeply down a very sandy bank. and then it will rise back up the other side. It can sometimes be a little muddy at the bottom, so be ready and have those poles ready for the descent. And then we'll continue a little up and down for a ways before eventually making our final descent down to balanced rock. Okay, this is where it drops down considerably. It may not look like it, but this section is quite steep. We're coming up to the final descent. Well, welcome to Balanced Rock. As you can see, it's quite the sight. It's about a 20-foot tall rock by 20 foot wide, balanced precariously, way up high, probably 30 feet off the ground. It's really amazing. I don't know how it looks on the camera, but in person, it's stunning. Well, if you make this hike, there are a lot of great places to stop and to have a little bit of a picnic or to just rest and enjoy the silence that's here. But personally, I'm not sure if I enjoy more looking at this quirky rock or just the entire walk in silence through the forest. For me, that's absolutely delightful. Now, for those of you who would like to try this hike, let me give you a few statistics on this. This hike from the Lumpy Ridge Trailhead here to Balanced Rock and back again is 7.7 miles with about 1,800 feet of elevation gain. It's actually listed in my hiking guide as one of the hardest of the moderate hikes. Now, if you check out my hiking guide, it'll have all the details and maps and everything you need to know about this hike. So not everyone will be up for this, but for those of you who are, just make sure you bring plenty of water and food with you, a rain jacket in case you need it, and I do recommend, again, hiking poles and sturdy boots. But this is a fabulous hike. If you'd like to find more hikes like this one throughout Rocky Mountain National Park, hikes that many people don't know about, then check out my book, Hiking Rocky Mountain National Park, The Essential Guide. And I also have many videos as well, covering a variety of topics on Rocky Mountain National Park, designed to help you have the best trip possible. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you out on the trail. To help you prepare for your visit to Rocky Mountain National Park, visit my website, rockymountainnationalpark.com. For hiking guides, calendars, coffee table books, and more, visit rockytrailpress.com. And when you arrive, be sure and stop by my gallery in downtown Estes Park. It's called Images of RMNP.